is one of the most dangerous in the world. But Sartaj risks his life here every day, all to build the longest tunnel in Asia at 12,000 feet above sea level. India is spending nearly $1 billion on it. Thousands of workers have moved here and spend hours breaking rocks that are over 45 million years old.
तो बाकी मौत वो तो ऊपर वाले के हाथ में है, वो फिर बाहर भी आनी है, अंदर भी आनी है.
But there's a political motive behind the tunnel. It would allow India to send more troops to its contested northern border with China, where clashes have become frequent over the years.
These are two global heavyweights, and the fact that they are not able to agree on this very long, tense border, this is nothing to sneeze at.
So will the Zojila tunnel be a game changer in the rivalry between India and China? And how is building it in this isolated part of the world even possible? Before they head to the tunnel. Today, they're fueling up on samosas and chickpeas. Sartaj Ahmed Ghanai is a plumber on the project. He's one of 750 people, all men, who have been living at this nearby camp for months.
वापस आएंगे ना आएंगे वो अलग बात है, वो ऊपर वाले के हाथ में होता है.
The tunnel will cut down travel time between Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh from 3 hours to just 20 minutes. The existing road is closed for 6 months because of heavy snow. Last year, avalanches forced workers to temporarily stop construction. Oxygen is scarce at this altitude. But the tunnel is ventilated with this tube that pumps in fresh air. Water is constantly seeping in from glaciers melting nearby.
यहाँ तो लोहे को हाथ लगाते हैं, लोहा ही पकड़ लेता है.
So far, only half of the tunnel has been built, about 4 miles. And people are working around the clock. Engineers are reinforcing it with steel bars, while electricians are adding wiring in the walls. Today, Sartaj is fixing a broken pipe that supplies water into the tunnel to cool down heavy machinery. The men are working from both ends till they meet in the middle.
बहुत मुश्किल काम है ही तो है. टनल मतलब पहाड़ को खुदाई करना है, ये मजदूर को ही पता है.
They go about 10 feet deeper every day by blasting the mountain walls with dynamite. Everyone leaves the tunnel before the explosion.
डिस्टेंस कम से कम 400, 500, 550, 600 मीटर की दूरी से हम लेते हैं. वो भी कैबिन में बैठ के, ऐसा नहीं कि ओपन में.
Insider was not allowed to film the blast because it's too dangerous. There's a doctor on standby to provide first aid, but the nearest hospital is 60 miles away. After the explosion, workers load up trucks with debris and dump them outside. Some of these rocks will be crushed and reused later to build the walls inside. Mountain tunnels like Zojila have a long history. In 1871, France and Italy built the Mont Cenis tunnel, which took over a decade to complete. The tunnel runs through the Alps and is roughly the same length as the Zojila tunnel. But back then, nothing of this scale had ever been built before. The engineer Germain Samolier introduced tunneling techniques and equipment that are still used today, like heavy rock drills and dynamite, which had just been invented. And the changer. It'll be 8 miles long when it's completed in 2026, making it the longest two-lane road tunnel in Asia. But most importantly, it will give India greater access to its 2,100-mile-long border with China.
What makes it even more complicated is that both countries have different views on where exactly the border is disputed. It's never been formally demarcated.
That's triggered several clashes, including 3 years ago when 20 Indian and 4 Chinese soldiers died.
You're looking at two nuclear-powered rivals that happen to be two of the most populous countries in the world, hunkered down and in dispute over a frontier. So I think that this has implications not just for the region, but for the world on the whole.
Both sides have sent tens of thousands of troops to the border area and are racing to build infrastructure.
I think that the broader goal there for India is simply to strengthen its position, not just its military position, but its economic position. I'm talking about the Himalayan region, which happens to be a relatively water-rich region in an area that's experiencing significant levels of water scarcity. So there's a lot of strategic value to this territory.
That's why Muhammad Altaf feels like he's doing a service to his nation by being here.
हमें बहुत प्राउड फील होता है यहाँ पे जो हम यहाँ काम करते हैं एक स्टेट को दूसरी स्टेट को जोड़ने के लिए हम काम करते हैं यहाँ पे
Altaf is the head chef, and his kitchen feeds all these workers, come rain or shine.
कनेक्टिविटी नहीं होगी या रोड बंद ब्लॉक हो जाएगा उससे पहले हमें अपने पास स्टॉक होता है सामान पहले से लाके हम एक दो महीने का एडवांस रखते हैं
Altaf says he really misses his 2 young children, but the cooking keeps him busy.
खाना खिलाते हैं वो जाके मतलब वर्क काम टंडल में करते हैं ये पूरा इसके साथ जॉइंट रहता है नहीं यहाँ हम अपने से भाई मिल के रहते हैं जैसे मतलब परिवार एक है
Sartaj is also part of the brotherhood they've created. He spends about 12 hours at this remote construction, but his family is what keeps him going.
मेरे साथ 2 बेटियां हैं अभी एक 5-8 महीने से बचा हुआ सब एक लड़का माँ है बाप की डेथ हुई
And since he's the main breadwinner, he's doing all he can to support them.
बच्चों का ख्याल है तो मगर अब बेरोजगारी है तो घर में करेंगे क्या इस काम पे अब इसकी लक लग गई अब हम सुनो यही हमारे लिए अब सही है अब